there is something satisfying about a radio that just gets out of its own way. The President Adams is one of those units that feels like it was designed for people who actually want to use their gear rather than spend an hour reading a manual. It is surprisingly compact, sitting at just under 5 inches wide, which is a massive win if your vehicle's dash is already crowded with other tech. You pick it up and it feels solid, not like some cheap plastic toy that's going to rattle apart the first time you hit a bumpy road. What really catches the eye right out of the box is that 7-color LCD display. It is crisp, clear, and honestly, being able to match the backlight to your vehicle's interior lighting is a nice touch that makes the whole setup look factory installed. Now, the real star here is the automatic squelch control. If you have ever spent half your drive constantly fiddling with a knob just to keep the static at bay, this feature is going to feel like a revelation. It handles the signal adjustment on its own, and it does it well enough that you can actually focus on the road instead of the radio. The 6-pin microphone connector is another smart move. It opens the door to using some of the more advanced mics out there, like the Digimic or the Bluetooth options, which gives you a bit of room to grow if you decide to upgrade your audio setup later. And for those who like to hear how they sound, the talkback feature is right there. It is helpful for getting your levels dialed in, though it can be a little distracting if you crank it up too high. Now, it is not perfect. The 3-mile range is decent for general highway chatter or keeping in touch with a convoy, but if you are looking for long-distance skip shooting, this isn't the Powerhouse you reach for. It is built for utility and convenience, not for reaching across the country. Also, keep in mind that it is not water-resistant, so if you are planning to mount this in an open-top Jeep or a boat, you might want to think twice or find a way to keep it tucked away from the elements. The programmable channel shortcuts are a breeze to set up, and having that dedicated emergency channel access is just good peace of mind. If you pair this with one of their antennas, you get that 5-year warranty, which is a pretty strong statement about how much faith the manufacturer has in the build quality. It is a straightforward, no-nonsense piece of kit that does exactly what it says on the box without any unnecessary fluff. If you need a reliable, modern-looking radio that fits into tight spaces and handles the heavy lifting of signal management for you, this is definitely one to keep on the short list.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.